And so you gotta work to rein it in and not let your emotions get the better of you. Sometimes it's easier said than done in that regard. The conversation between the first officer and the captain they're probably venting with each other right now. Like, this guy's this, that, and the other thing. They're letting each other know how they feel about the situation. That's okay. I think on some level, there's some good that comes out of that, but don't let that spill over onto the radio. And more importantly, don't let that spill over into the rest of the flight. If you get so agitated and so wound up to the point where you're not concentrating on doing your checklist and getting off the ground safely, then maybe you need to turn around and go back to the gate, take a breather for a little while, and decide whether you want to come back and do this later on today or another day. I think that's, again, every pilot has to make that decision. One of the things, the beef I've got with the controller here is that he judged them, he embarrassed them, he scolded them. He did all three of those things, and I would contend that none of those things were professional either. He should have kept that to himself and just basically gave him, all right, I see you turned right on Alpha. Hold your position. I'll get back to you with further instructions. That's all you got to say. You don't have to call him a victim or tell him he's playing the part of the victim, even though he might be a little bit. Okay, I get that. That's not something you say on the radio. Why? And here's for my friends at JFK Ground Control. Here's why you don't want to do that. Because now the pilots are agitated. You're still working the scope, and you're going to get in your car and go home in a little while. These guys are going to fly an airplane who knows where. They're going to fly it across country, down south, across the ocean. And you don't want to, for no particularly good reason, get them agitated and wound up. It creates a safety situation. And so that's why everybody's got to keep it professional, keep it civil on the radios, but make sure you're not assigning a motive to somebody's behavior. That's the key with all of this. All right.